What if you could compress years of learning into months and master any skill before your competition even gets started? Most people are still studying the old way, while a small group is using an AI to accelerate their growth at speeds that seem almost unfair. Today we are going to show you exactly how they are doing it. Welcome back to KB Bluetree, where we help you work smarter and build the career you actually want. Over the past year, we have helped thousands of professionals break through their learning plateaus, and if you have ever felt stuck trying to pick up a new skill, you are in the right place. By the end of this video, you will have a complete framework for using AI as your personal learning accelerator. Plus, you will see how Matthew used these exact strategies to go from struggling beginner to confident expert in just 4 months. Problem. Here is what most of us face when trying to learn something new. You start out excited and motivated. Maybe it is a new programming language or public speaking or data analysis. You buy the course, you bookmark the articles, you tell yourself, this time will be different. Then reality hits. You sit down to learn and immediately get overwhelmed by where to start. There are hundreds of resources, and they all contradict each other. One expert says start here, another says that is completely wrong. You waste hours just trying to figure out the right path forward. Sound familiar? Even when you do start making progress, it feels painfully slow. You spend your evenings and weekends grinding through tutorials, but weeks later, you still cannot apply what you've learned to real situations. The gap between knowing something and actually being able to use it feels impossible to cross. Meanwhile, your job keeps demanding more, and the skill you need keeps feeling further away. The frustration builds because you know you are capable of this. You have learned hard things before, but something about this process feels broken. You start wondering if maybe you are too old to learn new things, or if you just do not have the natural talent. We have been there, and it is exhausting. So why does learning feel so brutally slow and inefficient? The truth is, we are using methods designed for a world that does not exist anymore. Traditional learning was built around scarcity of information, but we do not have an information problem. We have a filter problem and a feedback problem. Think about how learning used to work. We'd read a textbook cover to cover or sit through a lecture hoping to absorb everything because that information was hard to access. But today you can find anything instantly, so consuming more information is not the bottleneck. The real problem is you are drowning in generic content that was not made for your specific situation or learning style. Then there is the feedback gap. You learn alone, you have no idea if you are on the right track until way too late. You practice the wrong things, build bad habits, and only discover your mistakes after you have wasted months. Without real-time guidance, you end up spinning your wheels, working hard but not working smart. Here's the part that nobody talks about. Your brain learns best through struggle and problem solving, not passive consumption. But most learning resources just feed you information without making you think. You end up with surface-level knowledge that evaporates the moment you try to apply it. This is why you can watch 10 hours of tutorials and still freeze when facing a real-world problem. Here's what actually works. The professionals who learn 5 times faster are not smarter, they are just using AI as a learning partner instead of treating it like a search engine. Let us break down exactly how to do this. Solutions: the foundation is using AI for personalized learning paths. Instead of following some generic curriculum, you tell AI exactly where you are and where you want to go. Describe your current skill level, your specific goals, and the real-world problems you need to solve. Then ask it to create a custom roadmap with the exact sequence of concepts you need to master. This is game-changing, because you skip all the irrelevant stuff. If you are learning Python for data analysis, you do not need to spend weeks on web development basics. AI helps you cut through the noise and focus only on what matters for your exact use case. We have seen people cut their learning time in half just by having a tailored path instead of a one-size-fits-all course. Next, use AI as your on-demand tutor for active learning. This is where the magic happens. Instead of passively watching videos, you engage in back-and-forth dialogue. When you get stuck on a concept, you ask AI to explain it 3 different ways. When something clicks, you immediately ask for practice problems to test your understanding. The key is making AI ask you questions instead of just giving you answers. Tell it to quiz you, give you challenges, and check your work like a real teacher would. This active recall and immediate feedback creates those aha moments that make knowledge stick. You're not just reading, you are thinking and struggling, and that is where real learning happens. Here is the third strategy that separates the fast learners from everyone else. Use AI to bridge the knowing-doing gap through project-based learning. Pick a real project you actually need to complete something for your job or a personal goal, and use AI as your co-pilot as you build it. You are not asking AI to do the work for you. You are using it to unstick you when you hit walls. You try something, it does not work. You explain what you tried, and AI helps you understand why it failed and what to try next. This is how you turn theoretical knowledge into practical skills. Every mistake becomes a personalized lesson instead of a dead end. Let us get tactical about implementation. Start each learning session by telling AI your goal for the next hour. Ask it to break that goal into 3 smaller milestones and then work through them one by one. When you complete a milestone, ask AI to evaluate what you did and suggest improvements. This creates structure and momentum instead of aimless studying. Use AI to create custom exercises and examples from your own field. If you are learning Excel for marketing, ask for problems using marketing data and scenarios. If you are learning negotiation skills, have AI role-play as difficult clients from your industry. The more relevant the practice, the faster your brain makes connections. Here is a workflow that works incredibly well. Learn a concept, then immediately close the AI chat and try to explain it out loud or write it down from memory. Then come back and ask AI to check your understanding and fill in the gaps. This retrieval practice plus instant feedback is scientifically proven to accelerate learning. Finally, use AI for debugging your own thinking. When you are stuck, do not just ask for the answer first. Explain your reasoning and ask AI to spot the flaw in your logic. This metacognitive skill where you analyze your own thought process is what separates experts from beginners. AI becomes a mirror that helps you see your blind spots. Success story. Let me tell you about Matthew because his transformation shows exactly what is possible here. 4 months ago, Matthew was a marketing manager who needed to learn data analysis to stay relevant in his role. He had tried online courses but kept getting lost in statistics theory that felt disconnected from his actual work. Matthew started using the AI learning framework we just covered. He told the AI about his marketing background and asked for a custom path focused only on the analysis skills he needed for campaign performance. Instead of a generic statistics course, he got a roadmap built around marketing metrics and real scenarios. Every day, he spent 1 hour working on real marketing data from his job using AI as his guide. When he could not figure out how to segment customers or calculate ROI, I would not just give him the formula, I would ask him questions that helped him reason through the problem. This active problem-solving made everything stick. Within 4 months, Matthew went from avoiding data conversations to leading them. He built dashboards that impressed his executives, landed a promotion, and got a significant raise. But here's what he told us mattered most. He finally felt confident tackling new challenges because he had learned how to learn. The skill itself was valuable, but the learning system was priceless. Call to action. Here is what we want you to do right now. Pick one skill you have been putting off and open up an AI tool today. Spend 15 minutes telling it about your background, your goals, and why this skill matters to you. Ask it to create a custom 2-week learning sprint just for you. Then commit to 1 hour every day for those 2 weeks using AI as your learning partner. This is not about working harder, it is about working smarter. The people winning in their careers right now are not the ones with the most talent. They are the ones who learn and adapt the fastest. AI has made that possible for everyone, but only if you actually use it the right way. If this video helped you see learning differently, do us a favor and like and subscribe to KB Bluetree for more insightful content. We are here every week with frameworks and strategies to help you build the career and life you want without burning out. Drop a comment and tell us what skill you are going to tackle first. We love hearing from you. Remember, the gap between where you are and where you want to be is not as wide as it feels. With the right approach and the right tools, you can close that gap faster than you ever thought possible. Stop waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect course. Start learning smarter today, and we will see you in the next video.